Edwin here, and today I'm going to be answering this question. Someone asked, like, why do I get a gag reflex even when I'm not eating? So a gag reflex is just a protective mechanism in the airway, in our airway, which protects solids or any food substances from entering the airway or choking us. So why is it that that protective mechanism kicks in even when you're not eating? The answer lies in the psychological aspect. So when your body is operating in this fight and flight response with regards to swallowing and choking, it will mean that anything which reminds the body of eating or anything which reminds the body of swallowing, the body will tend to be in this protective state. So fear doesn't really mean that the aspect of fear is there when something is a psychological fear. Like when you fear eating, it doesn't really mean that the food has to be there for that protective mechanism to kick in. It simply means that even the thought of the food, if it's there, that protective mechanism will kick in. This is because this thing is operating abnormally, and when it's operating abnormally, actually it's on high alert. And when it's on high alert, and when something is on high alert, a small touch like this, a small thought like this will trigger it. That's why you may experience gag reflex, because your fight and flight response of your nervous system is operating abnormally. It's always on high alert, and anticipating any danger, anticipating any meal, anticipating any liquid to be poured in your airway. So the beauty of this is it's reversible. The fact that it's operating abnormally means that it can also operate normally, and by operating normally, it means that this gag reflex is only working as a protective mechanism when actual food or actual solids pass through the airway. And to operate normally, it's getting to that instant where we understand, like, what led to this fear, or what led to the development of this psychological fear. Is it a choking incident in the past? Is it a belief? Is it that you saw someone choking? There are just a lot of things which may lead to your system not operating normally, or we can say that your system not operating from its baseline. Once you really work on this unresolved fear, it will mean that your nervous system is regulated. So it moves from this point of being dysregulated, which is now operating from fear and flight all the time, safety all the time, scanning the environment for danger, to this point where it's not scanning the environment for danger, it's just acting normally. And if a danger comes, it will act normally again. You see, something about having a gag reflex without even when there is no danger, it will mean that sometimes there will be danger and that gag reflex will not work well, because it's gotten used to it, and it's gotten confused. It doesn't know what is normal and what is abnormal. But now when you rewire it, or when you rewire your nervous system, it gets to the point where all your systems in your body are operating normally, and it can protect you now from choking. So it's not about surgery, guys. It's not about something which needs to be adjusted in you. No, it's about something which needs to shift in your mind. Hope that makes sense. Until next time, have a nice week.